all the various budget cuts has had a severe potential impact on the CRA's ability to deliver services between now and June 30th, and potentially will have a great impact on our ability to carry out a work program. So this morning I'm here to present what I hope will be a proactive and creative approach to ensuring that the work of this agency is able to continue effectively and efficiently despite the economic challenges that we face. Today, the staff is recommending that the board take an action to approve a long-term cooperation agreement between the city and the CRA and whatever successor entity is formed, which is modeled after other cities and counties throughout California. Under the agreement, the CRA is obligated to fund the city at a level of approximately $885 million over a 4 to 5 year period. In return, the agreement requires that the city implement a specific work program within each of the 31 community redevelopment project areas, based on a list of projects and activities that we have previously already identified within our 5-year implementation plans. Since the city is charged with the implementation of these projects, the timing and the activities funded and the activities funded and the order by which they will be funded is determined by the city. In addition, the city is able to modify the list of projects only to remove them should it be determined that those projects are economically infeasible. CRA is contractually obligated to utilize the tax increment it is projecting to carry out the identified work program. The city has no financial obligation beyond the funds provided by the CRA-LA. The agreement calls for the city to perform the activities or contract for these activities and may create a separate entity such as a nonprofit development corporation utilized in other cities like San Diego, which has been a very effective model. The agreement and the contractual obligations contemplate the costs of the program delivery, so these administrative costs would be covered. The city may terminate this agreement at any time, in which case unspent funds would likely be treated as property taxes and allocated back to the taxing entities if the CRA is no longer in existence. However, the work program that is carried out in the 5-year implementation plans within the 31 project areas would be totally dissolved. The term is again to the point where the city, the term is contemplated to the extent that the city is able to complete all the projects identified within the attachment to cooperation agreement. The items on the list include a number of projects that have been significant to the city and the CRA-LA investment, including projects like Blossom Plaza, Marlton Square, more importantly, some of the public improvements that we have identified here in downtown, in the Valley, and in South Los Angeles. Should the board approve this action, we will move the item forward to City Council for their consideration. Should the state reach a workable solution to the budget challenges, this agreement may be terminated by the city at any time. It is my hope that the board will recognize the passion and commitment with which each member of our staff does its job, and that such recognition will help ease any discomfort about our future work on behalf of the communities that we serve. Thank you for your consideration, thank you for your commitment, and I hope that you support this.
For comment, I have one quick question for you, Delilah.
Yes.
What's the impact of the actions? I mean, if I understand things correctly, under the current plan, if it went through, we would not be able to honor our current projects and commitments that are already made. Is that
Potentially, there could be legislation introduced at either the Senate level or the Assembly level that would prohibit the agency from entering into any future contracts.
What about the projects we've already committed to?
The projects that have already been committed to are in our work program, in our budget, and we can continue to we can continue to implement those existing projects.